Welcome back to my devlogs about the tower defense game I'm currently building. Glad to have you here. We left off the last devlog with simple pathfinding. Let me show you what's new. I finally finished the building system and even added a kind of inventory system. And at the end, I added an enemy. He doesn't do very much yet, he simply tears down the constructed buildings. So, I'll schedule workers to chop the trees and bring the wood to the warehouse. Meanwhile, I'll also place down 2 new towers. They don't do very much yet. That's for the next one. So the builders wait for the warehouse to fill up with wood and then they'll gather it and place it in the tower to be built. When they put in enough wood, the tower is done building. Now for it to have a very simple gameplay loop, the enemy in red here will start tearing them down again. This is how the entity component system manages a resource miner. First, states are assigned, mainly the idle worker component. Then, the assign work system waits for incoming work, so we click a tree to add it to the queue. Then on the next frame, the system iterates over the idle worker and selects the first one. Now we change the state of the worker to resource miner. This worker will no longer appear in the assign work system, so we need a new system, which queries over every miner and every resource and transfers the mined resources to the inventory of the miner. Now at some point, the inventory is going to be full, so we need to change the state of the worker again. We'll change it to something like miner inventory full. And again, we need a new system to handle this state. This new system will route the miner to a warehouse such that he can deposit his resources. And that's how we do it. Mixing this with the pathfinding from last episode, we achieve the current state of the game. And by the way, the builder and enemy are handled exactly the same way, simply by switching which state they are currently in and then using different systems. Alright, the lesson is over. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one, where I'll implement the tower's defenses where they shoot missiles, which will also cost resources.